The Old Guard, the brand new Netflix film starring Saoirse Ronan, and is based on the comic book series, the 9-part comic book series of the same name. This is written by the actual comic book writers, written by Greg Rucka. I haven't read this comic. I haven't read Old Guard. The only Greg Rucka thing I have read is his first volume of Wonder Woman Rebirth, which I actually quite liked. I quite enjoy. I don't know why I didn't pick up the others. Now look, everyone's got to comment below and be like, you should go to Comixology and go start buying all the Greg Rucka stuff so you could be in the Greg Rucka fan club. What I will say about the writing is he does a really good job, and I think it's that curiosity about, can one writer who's known for doing one type of media, can they translate to a different media? And the answer is yes. Now, there are some story issues like dialogue stuff and certain characters and that bits and bolts, which I will talk later. But this movie is a really solid action movie. It's a really solid action movie. You know, you have great performances from Saoirse Ronan, who we know she can kick ass from, Mad Max Fury Road and Atomic Blonde. Chiwetel Ejiofor is in it. He's great. Chiwetel Ejiofor. What the fuck do you expect? The actors that you recognize from other things is like, they're great. No shit, Sherlock. What the fuck do you expect? They're them. It's that kind of situation, right? The action is sometimes good. Sometimes the action can fall into the quick cut edit type way that's I'm sometimes not a fan of. The story is that Saoirse Ronan's character, Andy, her and her mercenary group are immortal, and it's trying to explore basically try to show the whole thing of the idea of living forever is not a gift but a curse, and all the pain, the suffering that you are going to experience in the idea of mortality, of living forever. And this movie does a really good job exploring that, having the characters explain themselves and explain what they've been through and what it feels like, and all that. The character stuff in this is really well handled. Okay, back to the negatives. Character who's new to being immortal, and the team put her under her wing and show her this world. And understandably so, this character's meant to be like us. She's meant to be us going into this world, understanding how everything works, how these guys are immortal, that type of thing, right? And understandably so, this character's going to ask questions. But when like 90% of the film dealing with this character is nothing but questions, like, it becomes like, wait, it's the moment when you realize, wait, you're not actually a character, you're just a walking question mark. Now, the answers are cool, but you're not a character. All you are is a walking question mark. Who's like, so what does that do? It's like, it does that. What's that do? Why is that? So that. What's that? Can you explain that? How does that work? And he's like, oh my god, can you stop using words that can end with question marks, please? I want to understand more of their humanity and have that connections versus the whole thing of, I'm immortal, I'm new, how does this work? Get off the plane! Ah! But then the third thing that I have a criticism over is its villains. The villains, they try their very hardest to do the whole thing of, the great villains are heroes of their own story. They try their hardest. They try their very hardest to do that. And what we get is Chiwetel Ejiofor's character, who's just not interesting. Chiwetel Ejiofor, he gives a great performance of what he is given. But when it comes to this other villain, played by I don't know the actor's name, but Dursley from Harry Potter, he's just this British spoil witch young shit, really. And you're like, you're not threatening, and I get it, you're trying to do the whole thing, like, but, you know, if we understand your mortality, we could save lives, and all that. I'm like, I get that. But you're not threatening. I'm like, yay, fine. I was like, I don't care. I just don't care. So, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Would I recommend this movie? Yeah. I would do. It's just, there's certain things in it that is like, I think me who has seen a lot of movies since I started this YouTube thing, there's bits and bolts that I recognize the most. So yeah, I would recommend this movie completely. The Old Guard, a really, really solid action film.